All right, we get everything done like I always late on doing. I just got in. Man, just got in on this. Hopefully everybody's doing all right. Here we go. Live. What do you guys think about the new Redcat Gen 9, huh? What's up, Dan? What do you guys think about the new Redcat Gen 9, huh? All right, let me see. What's up, Dan? Always RC. What's up, buddy? Guy on a moose. What's up? Steve G. Chainsaw. I did not think I was going to be doing a live with you guys tonight, but man, I just got in here like 5 minutes ago, threw this thing together, and here we are. Whiskey Runner, Travis, Steve G. Yeah, Mir, Jason Sexton, Keegan, Whiskey Runner, Justin Jacoby. What's up, buddy? Addicted to RC. Landon stuff like Vito, Discovery RC, 1970 Scout, Tom Penley, CM Alts. Hey, I haven't seen you on in a while. Reggie Carlson, Sylvian Paradise. Don't forget to hit that. Thank you, Addicted. Will Speed Fab, Jeff Skirgus. What's up? Killer Instinct, SCRC. What's up? Montreal, all right. Well, Steve G, you just take care of yourself, buddy. You heal up. I don't care how long it takes. Cancer is gone, though, but man, way to go, buddy. I'm glad to hear that. Andy Hernandez, Edgar Ihu. Steve G, I've been healing and busy. I imagine so. Whiskey Runner. Got a Traxxas Slash or associated DR10. I'm assuming you're talking about the two-wheel drives, and I haven't had either of those in recent times. I don't know. I'd have to just research on that one, buddy. I don't know what to tell you there. The Germ, what's up? Crashes. Drag car, man. I don't know, man. They make everything in the world for that Traxxas Slash. You can have a Traxxas Slash and not have any Traxxas on it, can't you? I mean, everything in the world for that. Matthews RC Crawlers, what's up, buddy? So, hopefully you guys saw the two videos today and yesterday. RC Dude, 79 Scout, what's up? All I want is the Gen 9 body. You know, this is a 12.3-inch wheelbase, so it's a little bit shorter wheelbase on the body, or the wheelbase and all that. The lack of overhang is beautiful. Really nice truck. I do got to tell you, I did burn up the shift servo, which I believe I mentioned in the last video. Apparently, it doesn't like 7.4 volts. I have not had a chance to look at comments and all that. I got home, had to work on the raminator so I can get that taken care of. Then I went out to dinner with a buddy of mine, and I just got back in before this thing. Your site up, awesome. Thank you, Mir. Let me put that in here. I'll put my website in here this time. We'll do that one so you guys can check that out. Let me put a pin on that one. Let me pin this one. Pin the message. All right, this is my website this time. Exocaged RC. Hopefully that looks like it's a hyperlink. Looks like it'll work. Yeah, bust nut, because I'm holding it like in front of me in that whole perspective thing. See? I've seen that quite a few guys are breaking the mirrors off. I've broken off the one that came on it and the spare that came in the bag. So mirrors seem to be a pretty big thing. But if you're going to cartwheel them and roll them like I do, side mirrors don't really want to go. Don't work that well. Mirror, this one has the 2-speed in it. Matthew, I was really surprised to see that they come out with something like this, man. Keegan, I understand what you're talking about, but once I put some stickers on this thing, all the plain body style should be all right. But I believe that's kind of the way the original one was too. Like not much on the body lines. Ashley Conley, what's up? Austin. Like in the Gen 3, Gen 9, Gen 9 or TRX4 High Trail. Huh. The Gen 9 is nice. TRX4 High Trail is known for being brutally strong. Plus, they both have a nice 2-speed. I think the Traxxas 2-speed might be a little bit more durable, though. But time will tell. Let me see. I got... Okay. I thought there was something on the screen there. What's the most bang for the buck RC that I own? Those Jegs cars that we can't get anymore. But currently, well, this is $400. So we got this for $400. Also got the Axial Base Camp right there, which is the same, about $400. Feature-wise, the new Redcat has got the better features. Time will tell to see if the new Redcat, which has new axle housings and all that stuff on here. So time will tell to see if this is as durable as the Base Camp is. I like the Base Camp. I really do. Actually, yep. Will a 1550 motor fit? Any 550 size will fit. So I'm not sure about the 1515 size exactly, but any 550 will hit. Well, hey James, I can't calm down now. I got 4 videos on Gen 9. Yeah, what I got to do is I got to go make sure that my original Gen 8. Oh, excuse me. Just had dinner. Is actually operational. I think I got a motor and ESC in that or something, but I do want to do like a turn test between the two and all that. I don't think I have any trucks like that yet. Well, you sure can. Sure with Plain Jane. Get that like button. Thank you. RC, what's the most bang for buck? Oh, crawler wise, probably the Base Camp for right now. But like I said, the new one is $400 too, so they're both right there. See them all. Best brushless system that fits in a Capra. You got to stay with a 540 unless you get like the Vader skid and you can put something larger in it. But I would probably say if you get the different skid where you can fit a larger 550 size motor or trim that link, maybe the Fusion 2300 would be a good clean system to put in that. VS4 Portal Phoenix kit for $400. Not bad. I drove my Phoenix the other day. I don't think I have it in here though. Nope, I don't have it in here, but I did drive my Phoenix and I did have that. Bust nut. Yeah, I got to search here. I searched while I was at work and Comcast said they had nothing for me. So hopefully I can figure out who that is and what the schedule is for it. So best cheap tent scale crawler for beginners. Heck, man, Travis. Base Camp, Element Enduro. This at $400. They're all about $400 now. So that's about the cheapest you're going to get unless you go with something like a little Capra UTB or the Bronco 118th. Those are a lot cheaper. Vanquish of any kind. I have an Element. I want to get that Gen 9 body on. Well, I'm sure you can make it fit. 20 on my riff with 2-speed. You think a 17 tooth will get the job done? Paul Lockard, yes, a 17 tooth will be fine. You'll have enough speed to knock the big hills out, and when you get into the rocks down low, man, hit that first gear and you should be good to go. You should still have plenty of bounce power and wheel speed in first gear with that thing. Your shipping is freaking amazing. Jason, thank you, buddy. Man, when I get an order on the website, which is in the pinned post, man, I should say down like that because your guys' comments are down like this. Man, I get them. They are all shipped priority. And if the shipping is like, say you order, something small like this, and the shipping comes out that I can ship this cheaper, like in the bubble wrap, if there is a difference, I will refund you the difference. So, but most everything has been going out normal priority, and that's 2 to 3 days. So that's what you guys are paying for with the $8.10 or whatever for shipping. You're paying for that box and quick shipping. So I do my best to get that out as fast as I can. Beaker, what's up, man? What's the best upgraded motor that's cheap you can put in your TRX4? Man, I would go with that 1800 kV Fusion SE, 80 bucks, and it works great. I don't think anybody has them in stock right now, though. I think they all sold out. And don't do the 1200. That's really slow. I'd go with the 1800. They're only good to 3S. As far as like, yeah, there's nothing out there that can touch the new Fusion SEs. I was lucky to get one, and I got mine from Sean Larman at Jack's RC Recycle and Repair. I've been checking the Hobbywing website, but I have not seen them in there. Let me see, buddy. What's that video quality looking way better? Thank you, my RC. I'm still recording with this, and I do all my slow motion with the iPhone 10X, so 10X Max. So my normal videos are done on this phone, and slow motion are there. Then I airdrop them back and forth and do what I got to do. Hopefully my intros are good, because I kind of like the intros. I found some more rock and rolly music, so I've been putting that on there too. I just got a second Ridge Rock for some reason. Well, all right. Oh, speaking of that, I do have something else that I got in trade that I get to mess around with. And I've never had one of these. It's interesting. This right here. I got this on trade. It needs a battery, motor, ESC. So thank you, Jason Sexton. So now I've never had one of these. And I know the first time that these came out, the worm gears were the wrong pitch, so they were melting things. I'm not sure about this one exactly, but anyway, I've never messed with one of these, a low seat nut crawler, so I guess it's time that I do. Big part spin. Amazon 3 any gearing suggestions? Guy with a shovel production. You got TRX4 portals and the Amazon 3-gear dig transmission. Okay, that thing is going to run slow. Start with the stock pinion gear or somewhere around a 15 tooth in there. You may end up having to go to a faster motor to get the control you need. Usually anything in the Crawlmaster line of Holmes Hobbies is pretty awesome. And I am a dealer for Holmes Hobby, so I've got an order in there on the computer screen I haven't paid for yet. But tempted to get the Crawlmaster Mini ESCs, several of the Crawlmaster Sports, both in the 13 turn, which is a pretty darn good 540, and then some of the 550 sizes, a few revolvers, and maybe a couple 10 shooters for the website, of course. So my worry is with, I did see something about a 208 mile per hour run. I did see, what's it, 204, something like that. But, hey, Sam. But anyway, heck, I forgot what I was going to say. My issue with the Crawlmaster Mini V2 is it's for a person that's not very skilled with soldering, it could really mess it up when they go to solder the wires on it, because you're soldering directly on the board. So I'm kind of worried about that, like warranty issues. So I'm tempted to get them in, get the wiring kit, all that from Holmes, everything, and actually solder them up and actually test the ESCs before I put them on the site. But if I do, then I've got to specify, hey, well, I'll copy his specs and all that, because I don't want you guys to take these motors and put them on a 7700 kV Castle and blow the chips off the darn thing and then claim warranty. You know where I'm coming from on that. So that's a little bit thing I'm a little bit worried about. Using SC, which program card do you need for it? You need the program card for a regular 1080 ESC. Now, what comes in the 1080? I got one somewhere I could show you, but anyway, Sam decided to pop in this tonight. Metro's on point, thank you. It needs a Star Trek sound to it. Sam, the Fusion SE will come in a 2300. I would like to see a Fusion SE in a 2300. Honestly, I don't know if it will or not. What's a good spur and Brandon B? What's a good spur and pinion ratio with a Hobby Wing Max 6 1100K for X Max? Okay, as far as the that goes, you want about a 1.4 to 1 ratio with that motor. Maybe a 1.5 to 1. That should run it pretty well. You shouldn't really have too many heat issues and all that. The Max 6, in my opinion, is barely adequate for the 1100, but if you're really going to push that with like gearing like a 2530 or a 20 or a 3035, that's a gearing that you would put into an 800 kV system. You may have an issue with heat or durability with the electronics on that. But anything about 1.4 to 1.5 to 1 generally runs good with that combination. And that could be the Mod 1 gears or the Mod 1.5s. Mod 1.5s, 20-30 gearing or 25-35 gearing works that system pretty good. Just gotta winch my Gen 8. The Gen 9 kind of puts mine to shame. Yeah. They said that they'll have the 2-speed available for it soon. Are you a Metroplex all the time? Because I went by the one day and was shopping, but I didn't. Are you a Metroplex all the time? I still have a job, unfortunately. The 1200 in a Capra. You're good with the 1200 in a Capra? Now they are geared a little bit fast naturally, so I still like the 1800s. That was video. The Tank RC. Hi everybody. What's up, buddy? You're on the show. I'm running the Crawlmaster Sport 558 turn. It is slow with a 22 pinion on it. Now the Crawlmaster 8 turn is actually a pretty darn quick motor, buddy. If that's slow, you might need to go with something like a 4000 kV, 3500, because that 8 turn moves out pretty darn good. Travis Amacarilli, thoughts on Kevin Talbot? Kevin Talbot's the #1. He is really good at what he does. Really good. Can he hear you purr? I don't know if y'all can hear him. Can y'all hear that? I'm not sure if you can or not, but that's Sam. But anyway, all right. Axe 3300 is awesome. Let's see your store up, Joe. Got the drivers, nice car. Good deal. Thank you, Ghost Rider. What would you recommend for axles for a SEX102 mud truck build running a Sidewinder? Ooh, Clayton. Buddy, heck, I'm not exactly sure about that one. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe a set of Wraith axles, the old AR60s. Maybe if you can get that one. I'm not sure. Come on, buddy. All right. Oh my God, I am covered in hair now. Jeez, sweet Sam. Anyways, all right. All right, so I've got, my other order of Vidavon shipped, so I should have some more XRT parts on the store, hopefully by middle next week. No, the Centon is a 14 millimeter hex. They have a 12 millimeter hex for it, but you've got to actually get the proper ones. Yeah, they are a 14 millimeter. I actually went through that because I finally blew out a tire in my Centon. So I found some 12 millimeter hexes I had, but they wouldn't just go on. So I'll be getting some tires for my Centon soon. Man, I got some great footage of us racing on the track too. I got to get that finished up and everything. Man, hopefully you guys enjoy that. We had like 7 e-buggies on there at the same time. It was awesome. But anyway, yeah, cheeseburger. Get the you're gonna need the Centon hexes for it. They are 14 millimeter. Front knuckles. I see. Oops. I think they were just a minor update. They still fit all your X Maxes and all that stuff. So he does running updates on it, just little adjustments. Sand, buddy, I'm already dirty. Were you rolling in the sand? Yeah, he does little rolling adjustments to it. Maybe steel bushing in there or something like that. Awesome, South Florida. Just ordered another Vidavon sledge spur gear from you. Do I have sledge spur gears? I have to check that. Time for Fling King on that Centon. Well, they're 12 millimeter. I would have to get a 17 millimeter conversion or something on it. My God. We need lime for everyone watching. Yeah, Evan Tacey, what's up? Newfoundland, Mozzie Rock RC. Hey, RC David, what's up? Guy with a shovel. That's a giant cat. He probably weighs, he's a little bit fat, but he travels a lot. He gets out and does what he got to do. What do you say? 14 Phoenix straight axle, brushless motor, ESC. Come on, Sam, buddy. Lay down. Lay down, buddy. 410 Phoenix brushless motor, ESC. Probably something in the 2200 kV range. Something 22 to 2500 kV range. Censored, obviously. Axe will do you good. The new Fusion, the Fusion Pro, 2300 kV will do you good. Okay, if I got 2 spur gears for it, then they got to be in there. Quad charger I just got. Anything particular with the power AC? So any advice? Just, buddy, just plug it up and turn it on. If you happen to plug the batteries in backwards, it'll beep at you and let you know about it. 2700 kV. That'll move it. Love the show stealer. Do you have any black Vidavon for the TRX4? Will you have it at USTE? I think I have a set of black TRX4 axle housings in there. But that might be all I have for the TRX4. Maybe a couple of the steering supports. My RC will straighten out. Finally get fiber optic. Yeah, I'm hoping to get my fiber optic soon. They got it past my road, but I live down a private road, so hopefully I'll be able to get some kind of fast internet soon. Just backward if you're not my UTB thoughts. The UTB 18 system from FureTech runs good, except the only little issue that I've got with it is the transition from startup to drive. Set your punch at 1 on that, and it's not really noticeable unless you're trying to crawl in that drive mode. Sometimes you will notice a little bit of a cog on there. I have not seen any. I have not been to AliExpress lately. My eBay order did ship though. I got one of those King Kong RC Sherps. So now I'll have 3 Sherps. That beautiful beast right there, which I actually have a video ready. And maybe tomorrow on that. But I shot a video with that one. I got a video with the big bouncer right here as well. And I think that's what I've got there. But yeah, I'll have 2 of them. And the King Kong RC Sherp, that one's different. It's got a single motor and then 2 motors to make it steer. So it's more like a tank. So as far as the size of the King Kong, I have no idea. I know this one has got larger tires than the first version I got. So that's a bigger one right there. I have no idea about the other one. I know it comes with 45 turn brush motors. Really wouldn't be out of the way if I was to put maybe a Fusion 1800 as the drive motor, but then leave the brush motors to do their thing. The way it works, I believe, is You have your normal throttle, right? To drive the drive motor. And then you just hook like a 1060 or a 1080 up to the channel 1, and that just adjusts the side motors. And I believe that's how it runs and drives. I am assuming. I haven't set up one of those yet. I like the King Kong because it has like an open bed in it. So that's kind of cool. And hopefully it's, my God, Sam, you are shedding. I'm going to tape my shirt. But hopefully it's a little bit durable enough where I can actually beat on a little bit, roll it over, because that thing right there is so expensive. I really don't want to beat on that. And I kind of did a little bit in the video, which may go up tomorrow. Nick Kopplinger, get the 1800 kV for your base camp and start with the stock pinion gear. Dude, you should be good to go, buddy. Steve D, it was 110. Then they did a promotion that shipping was 90, so that was when I got mine. So it was still like $410 or something like that shipped. What's up, Flapping Lips? Mozzie Rock, yes sir. King has to be smaller, 375-inch bucks on eBay plus one. Well, the King Kong appears to be just a tank. And instead of the treads, it just has a belt running to the front hubs, which has the tires. From what I can see in the pictures, the bearings, you got something that's going to go in the water, and the bearings are actually shielded, metal shielded. So from what I could tell, it doesn't even come with sealed bearings on the thing. So, and I'm talking about at the wheels. So I'm probably going to have to change those bearings out. But hopefully I'll have it here, have it going before the USTE, because that's the next biggest thing, guys. The USTE. I mean, we have another Winter Series event, but man, USTE, guys, hope you guys are ready for it. What is today? Today's the 10th. I need to look at my calendar. Yeah, okay. Making sure I had time to do everything. But anyway, USTE in Williston, Florida. If you guys can get down here, come on. I got a booth set up. I'll have parts, pieces, stuff like that. The Gen 9 will be at USTE. I'm sure we're going to see quite a few. Sean Larman of Jack's RC Recycle and Repair, he has two or three of them ordered. Maybe he'll still have them by that time, so I don't know. But anyway, you guys will see this down there. Absolutely. I'm going to take the balancer. I'm going to take the Sherp right there. I don't know what I'm going to take. I'm not going to bring a whole bunch of vehicles, though. I mean, I don't really get a chance to drive the trails very much, in all honesty. But I'll bring a few of the more notable and newer comp style builds just for like show and tell. We can't see the hairs on mobile, so leave Sam alone. Sam actually went up. Sam went away. Whew, that kitty. Big old boy. Just dropped the load on part of the Secura. Okay. Stop telling tales. Oh, what did RC Daily say? What did I miss it? I missed it. All right. Hyperflow fan. What's up, buddy? Little flapping lips. China LCG chassis and draw power hobby setup. Dude, flapping lips. That's a good chassis. That's this truck right here, and it has just a 10.2 kit in it. It runs really good. So, more child, yeah, buddy. Craig, what am I going to have to do to mount Creighton to monster truck Creighton 150 diffs to hold 25 horsepower? Well, you're probably going to have to end up doing what I'm trying to do. Eventually, I'll get mine finished. But it's got full Vidavon everything in there, including the spider gears. However, the issue that you're probably going to have, especially once you get the Vidavon or some kind of aluminum bulkhead, I don't know that anybody else makes the bulkheads for them, But once you get all that stuff in there, the next issue that you're going to have with braking is going to be the pin on the output cups, on the out drives. That's the very next thing, and I don't know of any way to upgrade that. In all honesty, I wish more manufacturers would make diffs with out drives just like the X-Max. That spline bolt-in setup is so awesome. You almost never hear of the splines breaking or any of that. Now, the cups will break apart, but yeah, that spline and being able to take them off from the outside, put them right in, that is phenomenal. Oh, traveling to us from Pennsylvania. Mark Hinkle. Dude, can't wait to meet you, man. Is the Fusion Pro worth the money compared to the Fusion SE? Nick, that's a good question. And in most cases, I'm going to say no. The Fusion SE does have a few more tuning options that you can do with it. But honestly, I mean, maybe the Fusion Pro may have a slightly lower startup than what the SE. But, you know, you're talking $80 versus $150. I would take the $80 deal all day long. Especially if they ever make a 2300 kV Fusion SE. I know they can. I want to run my truck in the water. You want vented tires, but you also want to run your truck in the water. Maybe vent them at the outside of the tread, so when you're done, you can just throttle it and sling the water out through those holes. You're going to degrade your foams and all that. I guess the anti-foams and stuff like that, if that's what you're running, you'll be okay. But that water brings dirt and stuff with it. You're probably going to be tearing your wheels apart to clean everything out after a few runs. I'm going to talk to him about a horse tomorrow. All right, are we going to go see it? When are we going to see a Send 450? Man, that's a good question. I had the park open this past Sunday, and a guy really did have a Send 450 out. And man, he was turning donuts. He was making the Send 450 look cool. He really was. So that kind of made me start considering it, but I haven't. I'm going to end up getting something completely different, though. But it's kind of useless except for at USTE. But a semi-truck, the Tamiya King Hauler. So, and I'm trading for it. I'm not buying it and building it, but but anyways, yeah, I'll have that. It's supposed to have all the sound, everything on it. So that could be cool. I don't have a trailer for it, but I like at USTE, I could just set it up and have it there as display. I mean, I won't be winning anything with it, but it's supposed to be immaculate. I hope it is. Max Upgrade Monster / Pacific. Years ago, before the channel was out, I actually did have a Monster / and honestly, I had all kinds of differential issues out of it. Differential and bearing issues. It was powered by a 2350 kV motor and anywhere from 3 to 6S on it. So I guess I was kind of asking for issues, right? Let's see, they're a bit of on wheels. Duct tape. What tires do you recommend for rock crawling for a base camp? I'm looking to replace stock tires. Nick, I would say anything from the Proline Crawler to the J Concepts Landmine. The J Concepts Tusk is an amazing tire. So depending on your terrain, I think the Proline may have the stronger sidewall. Now the new Baja Pro X, those are a nice tire. And I've got those in both Predator and Gen G8 compound. If your rocks are really jagged, get the G8. F450 on this nasty. I don't know about that one. Well, see, Marilyn, you got a good point there. And that guy that commented just below you, BustNut33, I'm waiting for a new outro from him or a new intro. I'm waiting on that one. Come on, Bustnut, get me fixed up, buddy. I don't need a quarter scale, anything. I got a 5th scale raminator out there. I've got the differential out right now because I broke the output on the diff. Headed to bed. Mozzie Rock. Man, I wish I could get to bed this early. It's 7:40 here. I probably won't be in bed till midnight again. Oh, yeah, the big lotteries tonight, isn't it? Exo-1 is said to be ideal replacement. Okay, I'm not sure what that is. 82 trucks. Ronnie Creason, what's up, buddy? Bust nut. I'm ready. I is awaiting. Forgot your tickets. It's still it's 7:40. You should still have time to go get them, right? I'm gonna wait till it gets to 2 billion. You know. I'd be happy with 1 million, even after taxes. Bust nut. I really like that old school intro. What's your opinion on Traxxas 116 lines of cars? Honestly, always RC. I drove the little 1/16 E Revo a few years ago. It was neat, but it just wasn't my thing. They're good. They're tough. I just haven't got into those. Frog. Tamaya Frog went to Panera to gather chassis. Cracked everywhere. Oh, man. Well, it must be an original one, Ronnie. Vanquish axles or Trio? Clayton, for which vehicle? But if the Vanquish option is there, I'd probably choose the Vanquish. Sometimes the Vanquish stuff doesn't have as many options as a Trio or a Vidavon, so you may need to weigh that. Brass options and things like that. Jet Pro pipe for a Redcat Rampage. 100K, yeah. I'd take 100K. If I had 100K, I'd pay off my home. Boof. Done. 1.2 billion winners. Outcut is 530 million before taxes at 48. So it's really a scam. You get, yeah, you're right. But to the person that put $20 into it and they now have a couple $100 million in the bank, you know, that's a nice trade-off. SCX10, Clayton. Vanquish SCX10. Shoot, man. I don't know. Take your pick. Maybe Trill may have the colors you're after. 1100K XL2 for my Creighton X. What opinion should I go with? 39. Yeah, Nick, with your combo right there, 1100 kV. The 1100 kV is a major amp puller. So yeah, your 3039 might be a good place to start. I know there are guys out there that they push them things quite a bit, and they seem to take it. With my XLX2s, when I push them really hard, they get the excessive load error. And it'll actually shut off. Like you're trying to catch a backflip, it'll actually cut the power to the motor, and that can cause you to crash in the middle of a jump. Making you a polished 3D intro with neon lights, lighting, and fire with flying embers. Bust nut, I think we're all ready for that. You make that, I'll put up just the intro with your link down below. Yes, sir. I'm very happy with my Trio Rift axles. They work with a bit of Von Knuckles and drops out. Yep. Good deal, Ghana Moose. Sweet. Maybe a little dirt. Do you think the Trill stuff is very good? Hey, Trill has some good stuff out there, you know. I've used plenty of Trill. I really like their wheels, in all honesty. But as a Vidavon dealer, that's kind of going to be what I show, you know. Now, for the new Gen 9, I think Trill is the only manufacturer out there with parts specifically for this. So, we might be seeing some Trill on the channel soon. So, yeah, we'll see how it all works out. Man, but I got to get this in, too. orange bell crank for my XRT, which I think I've got something coming up for that. It should be pretty darn wild. May have something to do with those things right there. Redcat Gen 9, you think they'll make a kit? Casual crawlers, I honestly don't know that they'll make a kit. Did they ever make a kit for the Gen 8? I don't think they did. And I know they made a kit with the axles. You could buy the axles and put them on anything. Tire review for the J Concepts Hunk. I don't have that tire yet. I guess I need to try to get a set of them. I'm assuming they're going to run pretty darn good. The tread will probably wear better than what the Tusk is, just because of the center being basically like a squiggly rib. So I'm assuming they'll do good. And I like the Swamper design. Need a t-shirt. Actually, I do need to put shirts on the website. I've got large and 2XL in stock. That's all I've got in stock right now. But I haven't even got them put on the website yet, and I need to. Yeah, because you guys know that Vidavon has the mount, the rear support, everything for the XRT, and the ESC mount, which moves the ESC forward to get it out of the way for the Max 4 to go into XRT. I mean, heck, he's already run his. Fitting the 6S batteries in it, that might be a challenge. You'll be good with the Trill Bluegrass. Trill's got some good stuff, buddy. Oh, I remember that. You're right, Casual Crawlers. It was the pack. I remember that. Slow boot from China, which shouldn't be too long. My D512. Yeah. So Outcast 8S shot by Bust Nut. I believe they do. That's where I got mine from, which is down there. So, yeah. They have like a whole shelf, a whole line of bodies hanging up. Everything from X-Max to the 8S, all that stuff. How much should you pay a day to have someone maintain your track yard 24/7? How much would I pay a day? I only really need it done like Saturdays and then after work on Sunday, or after the track is done on Sundays. I just generally do it with a tractor. I'm not at the point where I can hire people. Vidavon 25/35. Good gears for the Max. Yeah, Glenn, that's a good ratio for the 1100 kV. 800 kV will be a little bit slow with that ratio. Yeah, the Craig, it is, the tread looks to be a little bit shallower, but that really shouldn't affect anything. 207 RC Crawler, what's up? First brand, great stuff. Yes, sir. Still regret not getting the Gen 8. Still regret not getting the Gen 8 X, but I was new and didn't realize the value. Man, I tell you, the Gen 8 X was one of the first trucks out there with non-rebranded stuff. It had a legit Axe system in it, Reef servo. That had the best electronics of any truck that's ever been produced, the Gen 8X. Yep, you're good to go, Glenn. Want custom paint, my own design. Well, all right. The Bust Nut, the paint will cost you about $6 or $7 a can now. So, Happy Wing Fusion AC arrives tomorrow. Dude, you're going to love that 207. It's awesome, man. Yeah, when the Axe came in, I had a almost local hobby shop just into Georgia. I took off of work and just hauled butt all the way to Georgia just to get that thing as quick as I could. So anyway, yeah, and I do believe I've actually, yeah, that truck, I actually sold that truck because the original Gen 8 that I've got was actually, they actually hooked me up early on that. The body was clear. So that's how it's the red and white color, not the normal colors you can buy on RTR. RC, if they do anything like that, it'll be it'll be the 2300 kV, since they all kind of like that. Ah, GT5 radio, heck yeah. Everyone from Wisconsin, Dallas. All right. Glenn, what's your favorite car, crawler, and truck? I guess car could be DBXLE, crawler. Heck, man. I would probably say the gold member truck, which is I don't even see it back here. Yeah, the gold member crawler, and then like basher truck got to be like the X-Max. A gold member right here. That's a really good running truck, and it's a mullet build with a straight axle front with a 10.3 portal rear. Oh yeah, bluegrass. I could put I wonder if I can put both of them up there in one post. Let's see, because I got the website up there right now. And see if I can get that up there. Let me see. Oh, I can put two of them up there. All right, let's go ahead and get this right here unpinned. And then I'm going to go down to find my post I just made. I'm going to pin that one too. That way I can get both of them. I didn't realize I could do that. All right, now you have my website and my email address up at the top. I just dropped one in my cap root smoothly by our side. Heck yeah. You're throwing the axe, isn't it? I've been told that, RC Daily. I think it was a low grade Reese, and the normal Reese gear set didn't fit him, I believe, is what the issue was there. I've run different tires on there. I mean, I don't see how they would do any better or worse than anything else as far as the Chevron tires. I mean, all I have for the Chevron tires are the Fling Kings. But what do I do when I'm not driving RCs? I'm probably editing at work or editing at work, and then figuring things out and working on RCs, and then more editing, and then some sleep every now and then. I'm doing all kinds of stuff, Marilyn. Bandit update. Through a trade, I've actually got some Bandit parts I want to put on. And one of those is the Proline HD transmission. I don't think it's necessary, but it looks pretty neat. So I guess I'll put this on there and see how that runs. But got that through a trade, and a few wheels, and I got the different suspension pieces on the back as well. So anyway, but other than that, run it. I mean, mine still has the stock servo in there. Haven't even changed that out yet. Don't Vidavon make the tri-spline drive shafts? I've got drive shafts from Vidavon, but I'm not sure that tri-spline. Are you talking about like the 3-ball setup for the DBXLE? Yes, sir. Let's see a Tamiya buggy on the channel. Tamiya buggy. If I get any Tamiya buggies, there's one that I really want, and that would be either the Grasshopper or the Hornet. I think the Hornet is like the Grasshopper, but it has a 540 size motor. Now I've got the I've got a Clodbuster, and I was looking at it the other day. Actually tempted to take it out. I've also got a Midnight Pumpkin in there, and they're both just shiny sitting on the shelf. They're kind of like display trucks, in all honesty. Okay, so yeah, are they? Does he still sell those on eBay? I don't have any of those in stock. Okay, RC. Okay, it might be Tamiya Bruiser. That's their scale truck. That's still what, $900 for that thing? Yeah, Mark, they actually contacted me and said that they were having a blowout sale and didn't think that they were going to actually sell that many. And then all of a sudden they sold out. And they're pretty sure it was my videos. They're pretty sure my videos just sold everything that they had out. So they did say that they've got a bunch of parts coming in. And I do need to order more parts just to keep on hand. Yep, the tri-ball. Yep. Racing against Rex. Man, the when we do our bandits, man, we got probably 6 or 7 bandits out here. We're all brushed. We got different motors in them, different gears. And in the end, we're all about the exact same speed. It's all about if you're lucky enough to not crash with everybody else. The one big jump right at the front, we always fall into it or you smack the wall of it. I actually put more dirt on that to bring that out another foot. So hopefully we can get more people clearing that with the buggies. I'd like to have that be completely clearable so we can actually clear the jump. Hopefully. So here's a great series on the Bandit. What did you guys discuss anything about the UTB-18? That thing looks promising. Oh, my UTB-18 is about to not be a UTB-18 again. There is a chassis, I think Killer Customs. Let's see, what they are. Killer Chassis. They actually have a carbon chassis for this thing. And then the body I'm going to get from Flub RC. It's a hard body. It's a pinched, dovetailed, and pinched hard body for that thing. So I'm going to turn that into a competition level truck. So I've got to, and I'm at the point now where I've got to get wheels and tires for this thing. So I'm definitely on the look for that. I don't want a monster truck out of this. I want to keep about the exact same size tires. In all honesty, I believe the stock tires are good on that. It's just the lack of any kind of foam in there is really kind of making them. And then once you add the weight like I've done, it's just, kind of mushy on the tires. But Flub RC also has Flub inserts or something like that, their own printed insert. So I'll be getting those as well for whatever wheels and tires I end up with on that. So do you still have the Mad Force axle? Claude Busted, I do still have the Mad Force axle truck. It's still broken. I have not found the older style axle housings, and I don't want the new wider ones. Vidavon has axle housings, but it's the full width one. Been tempted to go that route just to get the metal ones, but in all honesty, I kind of think the LMT axle housing set would be better underneath there. A 4-wheel steer LMT housing set. I kind of think that would be the better option for that. That was the Barbarian chassis and all that. So, I mean, my actual LMT isn't 4-wheel steer. The Mega Rift is an LMT. That is 4-wheel steer. So I don't actually have a 4-wheel steer 1/10 monster truck at this point in time. So maybe a set of LMT axles. Maybe that would be what I need. Maybe on my next order with Vidavon, I'll go ahead and put a set in there with the knuckles and all that. Then I'll find all the other parts and pieces that I need to put a set together. They're in the other room as far as Optimus and Mjolnir. I haven't messed with them. Castle Micro should still provide the noise without running. They are Touchdown Tavern. They do still make some noise, but they're not bad. They're not as nasty as what they used to be. But I do got to say, Castle is way, way out of date. Great power, great drivability, but the noise, they are way out of date as compared to what Hobbywing has and some other manufacturers have. So they kind of need to update their system a little bit. What are the dates for the USTE? That's a good question. I believe it is the 17th, 18th, and 19th of February. The third weekend of February. I will be there all 3 days. My question is so why did Traxxas make the color of the chassis sperm white on the sledgehammer? Don't answer that. That I was about to say, wait, what? Then I saw who was asking the question. I said, they don't make the sledgehammer anymore. I would like to call it an off-white bust nut. Here are some really nice 1.5. There are some really... Okay, I guess I need to go to RC four-wheel drive. Brett Norris, what happened to the Legend? Wow. The Legend he's referring to was not an Acura. It was 86 Ford Ranger cab on a 77 F-150 frame with a Dynatrac Pro Rock 60 front, 414 roller Windsor, Monster transmission C6, 203, 205 doubler, 14-bolt rear, 46-inch claws, 43-inch Swamper SXs on beadlocks, full PSC steering. It was actually had an Exocaged on it. That's where the name came from. I got burnt out on that, so I parted it out and decided to get back into RC. And I was going to be the guy that would show up, pay the $10 and play and go home. Well, that didn't work out so well. Or maybe it worked out better than what I thought. HPI releases some really... Now, I have, speaking of Gallon of Moose, I have some bulkheads for the HPI Savage from Vidavon in stock. So, yeah, he actually made bulkheads for that thing. I don't know why, but he did. Getting a brush on an old two-wheel drive amp MT by your short courses. Tim, if you have any local RC clubs or groups that have swap meets, that's where you'll go to find cheap tires and wheels. They've been in the other room for quite a while, buddy. Henry's RC car, what's up? Brian Button, Jesse Baker, Michigan, too cold to be outside bashing my truck. That's one thing about Florida. It doesn't get all that cold, but man, when it gets into the hot summer rainy season, it's rough out there. All my RCs are broken. Well, buddy, you might need to fix some things. Yeah, I would have to win that lottery and I'd get me a monster truck. Well, I've got 8 or 9 bulkheads in there for the HPI Savage. I used to have one many years ago. Your motor is here from a Tenacity Pro is cogging off the start. TJ Miller, the cogging. I did a video on this with the laser nut, and I took the stock ESC, I drove it, I showed the cogging, and then I put a Monster X ESC in there, and a lot of the cogging went away just because of the different ESC, the better ESC. So, but yeah, as far as the cogging goes, if you put a smaller pinion gear on it, it will kind of band-aid and reduce what you're getting out of it. But then you may lose the speed you're after. So there's a trade-off to that. Yeah, see, the Savage that I had, the Savage Flux, I did the long wheelbase chassis on it. I actually at one point had the Castle XLX XL2 ESC, or maybe it was a Max 5, I'm not sure. But I had an 800 kV in it with the Alza center diff setup. They used the center diff off of the Vorza or something like that. I had that in there. That was pretty darn wild. I definitely had a lot of pinion bearing issues with the diff cases, in which those were actually made by LEM at the time. Vidavon wasn't even around. That is the shirt behind me, Henry. Yes, sir, it sure is. You guys want to see that up close? I can bring it over here. I've actually got an interior in the back of it, in which you guys will see that Man, the electric one, man, we had a buddy, he had one and he beat the living snot out of that thing. So when I saw him beat on that, I went to the local hobby shop and I almost bought one of those Sin Colossuses, but I'm glad I didn't. I ended up holding out and got the Savage. All right. This will be at the USTE, by the way. So, and thank you, Craig. I'm glad I didn't get it. Not sure if you guys can see in there or not. Let me see if I can get a light for you. Man, I've got cat hair all over me. The Sam hair. I'm not going to be able to hold that open, I don't think. Let's see here if I can get this to where we can look at it. See the interior? See that green button? That's how you actually power it up right there. Got the handles in it. That wire you're looking at, that's actually the receiver wire. Now, as far as the back of it goes, oh yeah, it's got a jiggle to it. That is my serial number. He's supposed to be sending me a plate for it, but I got 00000N. Yep, brushless shirt, serial number. So I did put that interior in there. It's actually pretty nice looking in there, in all honesty. Yeah, I might put this video up tomorrow. I actually drop it from like this high and then boom, and bounces and stuff. It's pretty cool. But as awesome as this thing is, it is it's quite the vehicle. Like I say, I'm hoping the King Kong one is a little bit something that I'm fine with beating up a little bit, you know. What I'm hoping for. Like a nice pair of you-know-what. Yes, Bustnut, you are correct. A large pair. Is it amphibious? Yes. We actually haven't had rain here in quite a while. Had a little bit, but not enough to actually float it. My older one, I floated that one quite a bit. It still has a broken gearbox, which I need to fix. The gearboxes on the older ones, $4 through AliExpress. Eventually, when we get into the raining season, it'll be in the water. Yeah, buddy. That thing was like $1,400 just to get to me, and then the 4 Fusion 2300s to go into it. So that's a $2,000 vehicle. It really is. Demantoid, what's up, buddy? All right. Twin sticks, had those sharp tires and broke every time you touched it. You're talking about the other one? The one that's currently broken with the broken gearbox? The gearbox was just a cheap planetary reduction. And literally about $4 for the gearboxes for that one. Now, this one right here has got much better gearboxes on it. Much better. I mean, so far I haven't broken one. And in the video that you guys will see tomorrow, I kind of was on it a little bit. So, yeah. I wasn't exactly as easy with it as I was before. So, 1998 Jeep Cherokee. Yes, sir. In the hospital. Well, dude, I hope you're doing better, buddy. I don't like all these hospital things I've been seeing lately. Sports guys just falling out, you know. That's not a good sign. Get Vidavon to machine some good gearboxes for you. I don't even know how to explain to him to make these. Oh, yeah. I got you now, Craig. Just joining from Oakland. Hail, thunder, lightning today. Man, what about all that rain and stuff that's coming through California? That desert is just flooded right now. I mean, here in Florida, we get that kind of rain and the ground just sucks it right up and it's gone. You know, out there it's just not, it's not meant for it, you know? Yeah, Craig, send me a video. Have you ever thought about building a 12S fifth scale tank? Bust nut, they actually have that. I know, I saw RC Sparks, he built the elephant tank, and that thing was what, about 300 pounds or something like that. He had a whole crew put that thing together. That was pretty darn impressive. James Kettner, I've been looking at it online, man, the flooding, all that stuff. So I mean, I from what I get from way over here in Florida, you know, you guys just aren't meant to get that kind of rain. With us, it's kind of like a normal summer for us here. If we go like 3 weeks without rain, we're in drought. Gotcha. All right, so we're going to let this thing run till about 8:30. So we got about 20 more minutes. So if you guys got any awesome questions and stuff, let's go ahead and knock them things out. I think this will be neat. It is 4-wheel steering too, so I'm kind of good with that. I think it'll be neat. I've never had one before, so I know they're worm gear, so I don't have to worry about drag brake or anything like that. I don't really know that I should put a fusion in this. Would that even be what's needed? I don't know. I'll probably just put a brush system in it and call it a day. I think I've got a 1080 in there somewhere. And I haven't got the newest 1080 yet. I don't think there's really that much to it, in all honesty. I saw something about the guy had desert sand in his hand. He said it's not even suitable for concrete. Something about the way it's made or something like that. It doesn't even work for concrete, so you can't use it for that either. From LX Shocks. Man, you're talking about the ones with like the 5 tubes off of it? I saw those like 6 months ago, but I haven't seen them online anywhere. I haven't actually been looking for them, but I haven't really seen them. Marcus Landry, what's up? TJ Miller, last night Crawler did the mod where you drill the disc so you can add grease. Yeah, see, I remember watching a show about the first ones. The pinion gear had the wrong pitch on it. So that was the biggest issue for the friction and the heat. So this one, I have no idea where this one is. As far as that goes, I have no idea. It looks pretty neat. I know there's one guy that comes out here and he has one, so maybe I'll be able to run with him a little bit. I'll put some wheels and tires on it and see what it can do. I haven't noticed the SE being loud at all. Casual Crawlers, will he make Gen 9? I have no idea if he's going to make Gen 9 parts. I honestly do not know. The Axial Capra, he does have some parts for that, yes. Vidavon brass for the VS410 would be awesome. Now, I recently saw on RC Crawler, RC Car Action, that they actually have brass for the Vanquish axles now. 1/7 scale and they really work. Average car guy, what's up? Yeah, they definitely has some articulation to it. I'm trying to find some good 90mm long shocks to upgrade the Jegs trucks. Well, would Bandit shocks work? Or maybe Rustler two-wheel drive shocks? Would those bolt onto that? I don't know, but they should be close, maybe. RC Recreation, what's up, buddy? That's a Gen 3. I have a Gen 2. Okay, this is a Gen 3, Marcus, is what you're saying? Is that a good thing? Hopefully. I mean, it's been used, but I don't think it's been abused that much. So I got the plastic links, but heck, if they're working, and as long as I don't get stupid with it. Casual bit of on that one. RC Daily is correct on that. The Capra axles by Super Shafty are made by Vidavon. RCA, what would be a good grease for the SCX6 transmission? Man, speaking of grease, I know I've done videos with Utter Butter. Okay, I was actually talking with him last night at length, and he was saying they have a new version of this that's like 10 times better than this. So this is the older green stuff. So, and the Utter Butter is like $11.99 for a tube like this right here. So it's actually really good. When I was using it, I was noticing that it was kind of sticking to the gears more than the other stuff that I use. And I've used all kinds of lithium-based greases. I've used all kinds of greases. But this right here in the syringe was actually pretty nice. Not sure if I'll be able to stock it, but I know they're pretty nice. And I still have the empty tube for some reason. After like 6 months of this thing being out, I'll get some more ordered, especially the new formula. The tires on it are just something he had on it to make it where it wouldn't sit on the axles because it was on the shelf for a while. It does have the Desert Lizard shocks on it. So these right here will obviously be coming off. Let me see. I think I have some tires up here real quick. At CSP, we have the grease. Yes, you guys do. You can find links for the lowest long. Strengthen that nightcrawler way up. Yeah, I'm probably going to mess around with it a little bit, add a little bit, just to see what I can do with it. I'm putting some wheels and tires on it. I see more of them over there. Curious just to see what it'll look like with some tires, you know? Maybe it'll be exactly what I'm after. Which, I don't know what I'm after with it yet, because I've never driven one of these. All right. So I got to go to RC 4-wheel drive and look at some wheels and tires for my mini Capra, whatever the thing is going to end up being. I got high hopes up for that Capra as far as the drive line goes and all that. I really think, and this new chassis is supposed to be a bolt-in. It obviously uses their own skid, in which I have Vidavon links and a Vidavon skid in stock on the store, so got that. Bulb grease. What is bulb grease? All right. I dropped the nut. This one. You got tires for the UTB Capra? All right, I have got wheels and tires on this thing. Ha! J Concepts holds with anti-foams or squid inserts. I'm not exactly sure. So, J Concepts Hazard wheels. That should run pretty good. It looks right. All right. Good deal. That should run pretty good. Got the desert lizard shocks on it too. So anyway, we'll have to see how that works out. Oop, easy. Bull grease, tires for the UTV. Okay. I'm curious what tires you're talking about, RC. I don't want anything larger than stock, really. I like to stay stock size, but I got to feel I'm going to have to go with, like I said, a low profile 1.9s. I don't want it to look like a big bouncy monster truck. That's just not something I want out of that vehicle. Did they? First agent used 2.2s. No, I don't want 2.2s on it. Lots of options, Mr. Cataract. That's for sure. Why get rid of the desert lizard shocks? I'm not planning to get rid of them. I'm going to leave them on. I mean, they're tuned to do something as it sits. I know that those are all on the chassis. But I may have to cut the chassis a little bit, make that fit the front and rear, kind of the same thing. But as far as articulation goes, it seems like it's good. Seems like it's good on our articulation. The shocks go in pretty much all the way when flexed out. Maybe add a little bit more to them. But anyways, I want to run it. See what it can do. No, Sir Blake, I'm going to keep the shocks on there. I'm actually tempted to get some desert lizards for the front of my high-low chassis. See if I can get that thing to work a little bit better. 1.7s. I haven't thought about the 1.7s, RC Daily. That's a good thought. Marcus, it doesn't have any motor in it at all right now. So, and he sent some motors that I could put in it. You guys tell me if they're any good. One of them is the old school Novak 55, which I think will be too slow for me. And we have, what is this one right here? We have another Novak, the Rockstar 35 turn. Now that might be a pretty decent motor to put in here. I don't know. You guys tell me on that one. I'm not sure, but I would put the 35 turn in there way before I put the 55. Yeah, see, I've never messed with the desert lizards, but they are cheap at like 25 bucks a set of two, so they are relatively cheap. The Novak 35. Thank you, LD. Novak 55 right there. So the one is the, yep, the Rockstar. Okay, so never had a home 35 Novaks. I had the Novak M1 dig, M2 dig or something like that. And it had the dual outputs. When I had my MOA, it was a Berg. I kind of missed that thing. That was a pretty awesome thing for its time. But anyway, I guess I'll put this one in. Either this or a Holmes 5 slot. I think I have a 13 turn Crawlmaster Sport in there. That would work pretty good. Oh, you want to see the Gen 9 again? Okay. The Gen 9's been sitting right here. Pretty nice. I do want to say that they really got the steering geometry better. So I can show you guys this. So all that bump steer and side shift that we had before with the older Gen 8s, they pretty much got that taken care of. Pretty darn nice. So anyway, the tires seem to be pretty good. Nice trail tire. So want that Rooster Crawler. No, sir. Thank you, Marcus, but I'm good. I'm good. TJ Miller, you missed the Gen 9? It's been all over the YouTube by everybody. Well, the weight on the Gen 9. The weight on the Gen 9 actually feels pretty good. It's definitely got a forward bias to it. I don't have a battery in it, but you can see it definitely has a forward bias to it, which is what you want. The body, I guess back in the day, they didn't really have the aggressive body lines that we're used to today. So it just, stickers, that'll help it out. The new panhard bar setup, I would have to think, yeah, but I think you're going to have to get the new axle housing. Yeah, let's see, I don't think this is on the Gen 8. You can see where it mounts right there. So I don't think that's on the older Gen 8 axles. So they lengthened the panhard all the way out because before it was too short. You had a lot of arc with the suspension on it. And that gave a lot of bump steer and stuff like that, which everybody hated on it. But I believe you'll probably have to get the new housing. Probably would need just the housing and the new U-joint axles. I think, and don't quote me on this, but I think everything else will work. I think. I have not been able to verify that. TJ Miller, I believe it will fit the Gen 8. Yeah, it's kind of beefy. I don't have the weight scale in here right now, so I do not believe the universals will fit the old axle housing. The reason is they are the U-joint takes up more space than a CVD does. So they had to redesign that to get more space in there. You'll need at least the housing. I believe everything else will go in there. No, I don't need a four-wheel drive project. All right, so I want the silver or the blue. I said just get both of them. Oh, 98, $400 a piece. Yep, high-low needs some improvements. Yes, you're on Oz. What's up, buddy? Does Vito make a drive shaft for the Power Hobby LCG chassis? You're talking about the front or the rear? Now, I've got some really short Vidavon drive shafts. And I kind of special ordered them. I don't believe they are available publicly, like I don't believe. But I did order a couple of them. I said, well, welcome to crawling, buddy. Can't change the axles, everything else. I'm sure they will. I do a charisma F150 on Gen 8 and the bump steer causes issues. Yeah. International made worse trucks. I hated the 345 mode. Well, that was an interesting thing. I'm at C3 high-low. Really? So you put the Desert Lizards on your C3 high-low? See, I'm thinking about trying them on the front to see if I can. I want the front to move a little more. I think part of my issue is the front is so contained. It doesn't drop out to allow the tires to get pressure to pull and actually get over the breakover on some of this stuff. I have looked at the negative G chassis. Recreation, where are you at? Almost 550. The negative G chassis is pricey. Yeah, I believe it was around 320, and I would need TRX4 axles for it though. And I prefer to build with the axial U-joint axles, in all honesty. Benjamin, 8 trucks? I hope they were all good, buddy. RC Glock, what's up, buddy? Bustnut, yes, Exoplex will be open this weekend. What's your favorite RTR crawler currently? As far as like flat out crawling RTR, it would have to be the Ecto. Absolutely. I mean, just flat, straight out of the box, the Ecto is pretty darn amazing. It really is. So. This is one of the first lives I've watched from you. Do great content. Thank you, Lane. I appreciate that. I got a Redcat Everest 10 and ordering another one. I want build on them for performance. The biggest thing you can do is lower the suspension down on those and control it a little bit better. What do you hope to see get released this year? Well, Redcat has got the Gen 9. I would love to see Traxxas go further with their 1/18 scale Bronco and actually give us a real 1/10 scale version of that. I think that would be awesome. I mean, Traxxas hit a home run with the TRX4. They really did. But it's long since past due for another crawler model. And I'm not talking about just a rebody. As far as Axial goes, I don't know. Maybe another maybe a rebody of the 10.3. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. The Ecto chassis you're asking about, UGRC, he was in a bad car accident. So that whole project is on hold for quite a while. Even though it's been a while since he's had it, he was in a bad car accident. So, but he is alive. He is getting better. He got beat up pretty bad though. UGRC. So, but anyway, I'd rather for him to get better than mess with an RC truck, you know. I did put a Vidavon order in, and I got shipping by DHL today. It says Tuesday. So hopefully everything is in there that's supposed to be. And 100 views. Awesome. Marcus, man, all Arrma has to do is put buggy tires on the Creighton, you know, to bring it in so it's narrow and put a buggy body on it. That's all they've got to do. And they can have a 1/5 Typhon. Done. That's all they've got to do. But yeah, granted, I don't need another Arrma, but I'd probably buy that. I did see the new one, and I spoke with him about that. Yeah, that's probably going to happen soon. I want to get that, and I'm thinking that'll run really good with the Micro X2. That's what I'm thinking. Gen 9 6x6, you would need a custom third axle and an output on your diffs. I have a pallet with some chain link under it that I use to drag the track. Cool, cool. RC from Santa Fe, what's up? Gussie, do I have cat? Yes, I have a cat. He was on here earlier for quite a while. Let's see, Arrma make a crawl. Arrma does not seem to be interested at all. There's been a lot of guys that have mentioned it to him and commented. They just seem to not care at all about the crawler world. I mean, I'd like to see what they could do. But with Arrma and Axial being under the same Horizon roof, you know, I don't think that would happen. But I would like to see it. Wheels come. I hope they do too. RC Daily. He said that the because they're on their Chinese holiday right now. So if you guys want Vidavon stuff, probably Trio. Well, Trio has a lot of U.S. dealers, but if I have it, I'm going to be your fastest way to get it. Can a fire team be converted to a felony or infraction? I'm sure it can. I mean, it's all just cross parts and pieces crossed over into that. I'm sure it can. Probably need new arms and all that stuff, but heck, I'd just buy the car you want to begin with, in all honesty. 200 amp ESC, yeah. I'm going to take off now, brother. See you later. Later, bust nut. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and try to get this thing wrapped up. We need to change. Negative G has a kit for Axial platforms. Oh, do they? I just saw the one for the TRX4. And there was a guy out here that had one, actually, for the TRX4. The next RC trend that I see getting big, man, I don't know. I mean, people mud bog them all the time. Dirt oval has always been popular. I don't know. I do think that at some point they're going to have to come to the realization that a lot of their models are just so high priced that many people just can't buy or update to the newer models because of the price of it, you know? I do feel they're going to have a price correction soon. I hope they do. The 10-2, they had their Unimog, so yeah, I believe they had a reverse axle on that one. All right, later, Craig. If I could make a mix of cars, what would it be? A crawler, X-Max, or XRT, a small basher, and maybe a different scale crawler. Scale crawlers. Well, they've already got that with the LCG rigs with the chassis all hanging out uncovered. I'm not a fan of that. Oh, but speaking about that, I heard that the Scale Nats and the East Coast Scale Challenge or East Coast Scale Championship is all going to be at the park up there in Leesburg, Alabama. The Rock Place. I forget the name of it. But it's all going to be there where we had the Scale Nats before. Cherokee Rock Village. It's all going to be there. So if I'm going to try to be at both of them. Opinion with AG servo or reefs. Take your pick, buddy. Austin, once you get up into the $100+ range on servos, you're pretty well off. You'll be pretty good. Clayton, how many RCs do I have altogether? I think I'm around 86 at this point in time. I would like to see Sporties and MOAs coming back. When you look at the Sporties like what we had years ago, basically like these comp crawlers are pretty much the Sporties that what we had back then, maybe even further along. Now the MOAs, that's still a whole new level of driving. Does Florida have any welding jobs down there, buddy? I don't know. Kurtz RC, one Lacos RC. So we're going to give it 4 more minutes, and I'm going to wrap this thing up. Do I go to meetings? I am my own advisor, and he advises me to do things I shouldn't. Let's see, more original bodies for crawlers. Yeah. But then again, I mean, this is original, and it's got a love-hate relationship to this right here already. So, thank you, Just RC Anonymous. Right, we got about 3 minutes. Wrap this up. Go check on it, Lyle and Alyssa. Any thoughts on building a Rock Pirates RC Interceptor chassis? I haven't heard of that one. I don't have any builds listed right now, so honestly, I don't know what to say on that one. But I do need to get another chassis so I can start another crawler build. All right, let's see here. Jacob. Oh, for Traxxas Sledge. Yes, that I've got right there. Yes. Sorry, guys. But anyway, guys, yeah, time to get this wrapped up. I got orders. So I got orders to take care of and get things taken care of. Use some upgrade video on the Nightcrawler. I haven't even looked at what upgrades are out there for it. I know they got to have links. They got to be links out there for it. I mean, this looks like it's set up pretty well. I mean, I'll give it a shot. I'll put a motor in it and hopefully give that thing a drive soon. You're right, RC. I do not have a G-Speed anywhere yet. Maybe that's what I need to go with. I have not built a G-Speed at all. Jason, thank you. All right, so everything's calmed down on your end. I don't see a bunch of questions popping up. So we are good to go. Guys, it's been absolutely awesome. The new year is turning out to be pretty darn good. Hopefully in March, I can leave my day job. So if I leave my day job, then the format will be a drive video of something in the mornings, and then a feature video probably around noon or lunch. So I'll actually go to a legit 2 video per day format because I've got so much stuff to get done. It's amazing. But the track, when I get my back corner done, I'm not sure whether I'll just have a basher park back there or maybe a hairpin oval that we can race on. I might invest in it'd be about $8,000 to put a 30x60 concrete slab back there for on-road stuff. So, but first I got to get my timing system figured out. This RC Scoring Pro 2 is a pain in the butt to try to learn. It's not like the live time. So, but anyways, hopefully everybody's doing good. And guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. And Rock Pirates. What's another close to you? That place looks amazing. Thank you, TJ Miller. All right, buddy. Guys, catch you later. It's been absolutely awesome. And I will see you again. Well, my video will see you again tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. East Coast time. Guys, catch you later.